Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Hello. Today I thought we could do something just a little bit different. Just a quick little video. Because it is brought to my attention that I must do a tier list immediately in regards to my favourite faction. Of all the units from Dawn of War, Dark Crusade. Soul Storm doesn't count. Right. So, first off, we're just going to do this. It shouldn't be though. It should be its own tier there. Okay. As we all know.
It is the BANEBLADE!
So, the reason the BANEBLADE being there is I don't need to explain it, I feel like. It's the BANEBLADE. This thing can destroy everything, and Jenkins would definitely testify to that, sirs and madams. Right, anyway. Moving on. Imperial Guard. The Guardsmen is a very versatile unit. You can do many roles. They can do many roles. They can be mostly fodder. But we're going to put them... because they are cheap. They are cannon fodder. They are to hold the line. That is their purpose. They are to be the main squishy unit that overwhelms the enemy in numbers, but they themselves, individually, are not that strong. That's that. Now,
Big guns ready to
heavy
fire.
weapons. I'm going to put them also... I'm going to put them in B tier. Because heavy weapons, very good. Very good setting up. Good defense. Not so good on the attack, you see. So, putting them here, because they have to entrench, and then they have to shoot at their target. And they cannot move when entrenched. There. Yes. B tier. Kasarkin.
Yeah, boy.
S tier. Kasarkins, I wish they kept it so you can make multiple of them. Because they nerfed it, so from Winter Assault, you could make as many of these guys as you kind of wanted. And in the Dark Crusade, Dawn of War Dark Crusade, they made it so that you can only have one of these. Which just saddens me. Poor boys, my poor lads. But they are S tier, beautiful unit. They should always use the frags. And just kill everything. Ogryns, very good. Very good. Again, the reason why A tier instead of S tier is because you can only make one of these, so they kind of get outclassed by a lot of. Say you send them in again because they're melee, right? Ogryns are melee. They're one of the few melee units that the guard have at their disposal. So sending them in, there's usually the fact that you only get one is what dooms it, because you can't send a bunch of them in. You can only send one squad in. And they'll just get annihilated by loads of smaller melee squads. So yeah, they have that downside, but still all round a very solid unit. Okay, Commander Squad, the Command Squad. Honestly, they put them in S tier, because if the commander is the one from the campaign who's fully upgraded with all the war gear, very good, obviously. But in general, the ones you get in skirmish, multiplayer, blah, 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 they're okay. They're a good early unit to help hold your line down. They keep the enemy tied up in melee, so your guardsmen can do their thing in the early game, and you can just kind of use them as a melee unit. Not the best compared to the other units, but we're talking in general of the Imperial Guard, guys. Not just overall. Anyway, this is a quick video, okay? Sentinel, very good. We could put this in S tier because, listen, this last cannon, good against armor. It's also scouting vehicle. It can decapture strategic points, which is what you use for resources. So if there's an enemy point with no listening post on it, boom, get that out of there. And they're also good for just, like I said, getting rid of armor. And the few kind of their infantry roles not really doing much against armor, apart from this one when you get a certain war gear. Yes, very good. Okay. Hellhound. Yeah, I don't really find a use for it, to be honest. It's a flamethrower tank. It literally has flamethrowers, melters, whatever they're called. It shoots them onto the ground, makes a load of fire. but I always find that it's not the best use. It's more just there to kind of be a tanky kind of tank to try and soak up damage while your other units get in the work. They are good against infantry, kind of, but again, I feel there's better options. The Basilisk, S tier, because it's an artillery piece. It is a giant gun with tank treads. Listen to me, a giant gun with tank treads, and it is an artillery piece. It is mobile. It can fire highly devastating rounds, and it is going here because it's one of the essential bits of kit in any Dawn of War Imperial Guard force. Lemen Russ. I'm going to put it in A tier. There's a reason for this. Don't kill me. It's because, okay, it's mainly just a general purpose kind of vehicle. It has the damage, yes, very lots of damage. It's got 3 bolters, 1 on the front, 2 on the side, and it's got the main cannon. But I find it's lacking the oomph. The real oomph needed. It's just good. It's good. It does a lot of things good. It is a solid unit. No way. It's still an A tier. I'm biased. Leave me alone. The Lemen Russ is still a very good unit. It's essential in any composition of guard. It's just a shame that you couldn't change its war gear around, because then I'd go up to S. It stays a box standard Lemen Russ with just a normal cannon. Okay, moving on. The Chimera, believe it or not, B tier, is above the Hellhound, okay? But that's because it can transport troops and the troops can fire out the sides. Very handy. So it does what essentially the Hellhound does. It just does it a little bit better, in my opinion, because it transports, it adds that little bit of utility, and it's just good. So it's going here. Also, I forgot to mention, the Hellhound apparently I think is really good against buildings, so it could be used early game to harass, but again, anyway, moving on. Commissar, the Commissar. I'm going to put him in A tier, mainly. Okay. There we go. So let me just adjust these because they need to be in a certain order. There we go. I'm horrible at this. This is my first time. Anyway, Commissar is going here because he is just a single entity hero unit. You put him with the Guardsmen because you can attach heroes to certain units, infantry units. You put him with the Guardsmen, it instantly makes him probably a S tier, but you need him to be with the Guardsmen in order to be that, so he's coming in A. The reason why, you attach him to an Imperial Guard squad, or any other infantry squad for that matter, and he has ability to shoot the cowards, which bolsters everyone else's morale, which makes them fire faster, deal more damage. I don't know how that makes them fire faster, but maybe it's just the general panic of seeing your friend get shot by someone to make sure you do what you're told. So yes, A tier for the Commissar. Psyker, very good. I'm going to put him in S tier because he can disable vehicles, which is very good. Very, very good. He also has 2 other spells. He's a Psyker, magic, sorcery. Zzz. So yeah, he's going there. He can zap infantry squads with a lot of entities, shall we call them? So there's a massive, like a really numerous amount of entities in a squad. You can zap them and add lightning chains to each of them, dealing quite a decent amount of damage. He also has an ability which can backfire, but it's good for targeting enemy heroes or lords or whatever. You tell him to cast this ability onto the hero. Make sure it's a hero. No point doing it on any infantry. And then he has a chance to do a lot of damage. There is a very small chance that it backfires and kills him, but it's kind of worth it because it does a lot of damage. It's a risky play, but it does a lot if it pays off. Yes, S tier, just very versatile. You can also attach him to squads. Yes. I forgot this guy's name. I think he's the Zealot or Patriarch. I can't remember. He is very good with the Ogre, so I'm going to put him here. By himself, he's just kind of there. Maybe put him there because he's like another hero. He can attach to squads. You can attach to you will mainly see these guys attached to Ogryns. Basically, their ability, they have no ranged weapon. They just got a giant chainsaw. And then what they do is they do a zealous kind of faith kind of channeling thing. It activates instantly, and it basically gives the squad that he's attached to and himself like a morale boost, and I'm pretty sure it makes them invulnerable for a very small amount of time. So it's pretty good. Pretty good. Just doesn't last long. So it's more of just a very good way to kind of charge in or save a unit from dying. So anyway, Vindicare Assassin. Yeah. I'm going to put him in B because I don't find a lot of use for him. That's just personally, he's a hero unit. He can't attach to squads. He stealths. He's good at getting rid of high value targets. He's literally a sniper. That's what he is. He does that. Very good at it. But I never really find much of a use for him other than he's good combine him with the Basilisk as well because he can stealth. So he's like the only stealth unit the guard have at their disposal. So you can use him to almost spot for these guys. You know what? I'll put him up to A. He's just all round okay. I don't find him good in a main assault, for example, with your big army. Yeah, I thought I'd do that. I'd do that for a little laugh, a little tier list of my favourite units because I don't give a content right now. I just thought I'd do a little bit, a little something. Hopefully the edits are good. And yes. Take care of yourselves out there, my lovely guardsmen. Because 101st, we look after each other. Mostly. Anyway, take care, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.